Yeah, I'm here with Nick for the National Jazz Museum of Harlem. Nick, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, hey everybody, my name is Nick Dunston. I am a composer and improviser based out here in Germany, in Berlin. Although I'm originally from New York, and that's where I, kind of built the first part of my musical story, let's say. Um, yeah, and that's it. Thanks for having me.
Nice. So, Nick, what kind of music do you usually enjoy listening to?
Yeah, my taste is pretty erratic. I mean, right now I'm kind of going down a St. Vincent obsession. I'm really enjoying the singles she's released from her newest album. But yeah, I mean, I'm always kind of finding myself returning to a bit of jazz, a bit of Chopin. Oddly, that's one of my kind of return to things always.
Nice.
Um, and yeah, I'm also checking out a lot of banjo and guitar music from like the Afro diaspora.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So going back to jazz, what does jazz mean to you personally?
um, I think to me, jazz is more a cultural approach than it is necessarily a genre of music. I think like the aesthetics of it are ultimately just results of kind of the materials that were at hand, like having like those certain instruments, for example. But really, I think it is just a an approach to music that, in the case of our world, um, although comes out of suffering, which is kind of inevitable for us as humans, um, really kind of promotes individualism and collectivism at the same time. And I think that that's really rare and sets kind of the groundwork for so many other kinds of music, so that have come out of it and that continue to come out of it.
Beautiful. And lastly, if you had to personify jazz as a person, what kind of person would they be?
Mhm. It's an interesting question. I think somebody who is very generous and who is well traveled and who's been dealing with some stuff, maybe some trauma even, and it's just kind of constantly dealing with it in a really healthy way.
Hmm. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, Nick. Thank you
Yeah.
so much for your time.